The shield design the full shalema and the schus of Shrage ben Leir. Maar full shalema Ramach Bechoros Asar Gidol. The core of Mamash. So shall for Israel. Okay. We seen last week the Gemara says Meiser Esman Azeh Askinen and Mishum Takole. Right? What we holding? It's funny the Gemara Yoche is talking about the Braise Bisman Azeh, my area Trey Afilu Chaname. Why we learned when two came out together, right? The Asiri and the Chadasol came out together, Yomus Shneim. Even if he didn't call the Asiri Bilvad, he only called it Asiri, Shedai Bisman Azeh because of Takole. As if I think Gemara. Says the Gemara, we saw this. Loi mi boye koma. Loi mi boye chad. The loi nofish pseida. He just called one Asiri. So for short, we say Yomus because it's loi nofish pseida. The after the nisha so gefährlich. Aber abel trei kevan the nefisha pseida. So maybe you can say it's like the after I would say that he shouldn't. Maybe we need to say Yomus Hashnei. Lishinu ad the nipol beum bumem lechnu. Komash malon that even both of them we say Yomus Hashnei because of the takola. So the Gemara. Daf Samachalef or Medalet Masechet Bechoros towards the end of the Omer, towards the end of the Masechet. Itman. Oimer l'shluchoi. Say ve'aseir olai. The person sends a shliach. Get for me the Meiser Beime. What's going to be the din? Get for me the Meiser Beime. Says the Gemara. So the din will be. Rav Papi Mishmei the Rove Omar. Rav Papi says in the name of Rove. If Koro Lechi Asiri. If the Shliach is doing it for the, right? We have a way of the Shliach, he's doing it for him. Now, if the Shliach Koro Lechi Asiri, it's going to be Kodesh. Why? Because he called the Chi Asiri. So when he says the Shliach is saying Chi Asiri, it's going to be Kodesh. Why? Because he will not mafsidin. Because the din is Nechal Bemumoy. Right? What's the din? When he called Chi Asiri? Nechal Bemumoy, it says no hefsed. Or if he called Le'achadosor Asiri, Einoi Kodesh. Why? Because he was mafsid Eimurim. Right? The Shliach was mafsid for the Eimurim. And the Eimurim have to be makib al Gabe HaMizbeach. The Choseh V'Shoik. You have to give it to the Kohanim. So you can tell him, what do you tell him? Tikudesh dartich veloy lavos. Right? You can tell him that I didn't study it to make for me over there a mistake. Says the Gemara. The Rav Papa Omar. Afilu koro lechi asiri einoi kodesh. Why? The Omar le the meshaleach to the shliach le tikudesh dartich veloy lavosi. I said it to be metake, not to be mekalkel. The chi that he called asiri is also a hefsed. Why? What's the hefsed? Because he has to wait till it falls over. Very good. He has to wait till the full. Now, what we explained on the Machloikes was Lefi Rashi and Rashi Ksavyad, but Rashi explains Rashi. Toisves adds that it's also Begizer Avoide. The Toisves. The Kosovar, if you look at Toisves, the Chi Asiri Kodesh, Kosovar Papi, the Lishaka, the Tikulish Dado, the Lavosi came on the Nechal Mumoy. Ava Bishatok Lam, Dinachi Yumam, also Begizer Avoide. Inami Ainu Time, the Hadasol Rapapi Mishoshi, it's Asiri, after the Shluchus, the Asiri Mail of Kodesh. But Rashi adds over here something that we didn't see in Rashi is that also there's an Easter of Giza Avoid. Now another reason what Rashi brings over here, Tosis brings over here, and the reason of Papi is Shmei the Robert, that because Chi Shakore Asiri, the mistake happened before the Gemara Shlichus. The Achadosol, what he called Asiri, he finished the Shlichus already. Akedish Mekal Kazain, that's it, he finished the Shlichus. Right? A person, you send the shliach to go give you the Meiser Beime. A Chegiton, once he done the Meiser Beime, a Chegiton, if he calls down the Chadosor, a Chegiton, that's it, he finished already. He done already his name. The Sefer Reishis Bikurim, he says on the second shot of Tosis, he says it's mashma, that if he did this chat, Tosis understood that always, also when they were mafsi from the Giza Avoide, you're going to have to wait till Achi Yumam. So it's going to be, and that's considered a hefset. Just what? As long as he's not sending him, right? Holds man that he's the shliach, so it helps. I'm the shliach of Yemen. It helps the maisim, even though that he's doing le'avosi, right? Even though he's doing le'avosi, mekalkel is still going to help. Right there, 1 second. He didn't hold the papi altish this klal of letikunish dartik v'loy le'avosi. It's something that depends on the svore, right? It's not right. I didn't study for this, but then I never said it to be a shliach for this. So it's a shlichus Bechoros. Noch a frage, the Pir of Papi was said the Shem Rove himself, Papi says the Shem Rove himself in Masechet Kiddushin, and that Testament he says Rove, Letikun Shtar. He runs from the Svore. The Enfeld, the Reish Likud Enfeld says it's no nafkamina between if he had a mistake the Balabos himself or the shlichus done it by mistake. And by the shlichus it's called the Chi Astiri. As is like to be mechalik between the Svore. Because he does. He says that there's no difference between the shliach and the mishaleach. They got me this chiluk between the tikkun start the choloi le'avosi. They got me the sending a shliach. Yeah. What do you learn the Mishnah? Oimer l'shluchoi. Yeah, let's see. Oimer l'shluchoi tzei aseir va'olai. Now it helps meiser alidei shliach. Tells the Meister. Why tells Meister Ali they shliach? Huh? Now, this the small of the tikkun is done. What's the tikkun? What's the avosi? What's the kilkul? Avosi means a kilkul. What's the tikkun? What's the kilkul? The kilkul is that he's gonna have to wait. He's gonna avoid it, and he has to have to wait till it doesn't move. Yeah.
He sends him to do something which he wants. He doesn't want him to do this. Clearly said to him, I want you to go. I don't want to go to Shiraz. Clearly said that. And he did it. He said because he could have done it. Romania, he could do it. Yeah. If he didn't, but the story is, I said to you what I want you to do. No, I don't want you to do it.
Let's hope that the boss would do it. It would work.
He would do it, but he didn't want to do it.
And the shliach was never sent for that, you say. The shliach says he would never do it. The Mishaleach says I would never do it. So I sent you to do the shlichus only if you.
His turn on Svara. He wouldn't have done it himself. He was not to do it.
Maybe it is differently because if you think about what's talking about the way, there's a famous Minchas Chinuch. Let's go a little bit to Minchas Chinuch to answer your question. There is a famous Minchas Chinuch. The Minchas Chinuch fragt das so. Minchas Chinuch fragt and Mitte Shin Samach, yeah. Lois Yudalet fragt of the Marit. The Marit and Chele Kalef, Simen Kuf Samach Zayin, sagt that it doesn't help Ekdesh on Yidei Shliach. Can ich mag nicht on Yidei Shliach? Fragt we saw that in the Tzivim, we saw that fragt the Minchas Chinuch, over here we find before us that you can send Oimer L'Shluch or Yitzei V'Aser Olai. It works. You can be magnish on Yidei Shliach. And for the Minchas Chinuch, it's not a shayla on the Marit. You know why? Because over here you don't need to have Shlichus. It's not Hekdesh. Because the Torah says the Torah is Mekadesh. The Torah is Mekadesh. The Torah here Mekadesh, so you say. He's just the counting one. To feed them. It's also understood. He's not really the shliach of shliach. Why? So how could you? And what's the song if you couldn't start to you do see that he says Papa, you say no, it's not going to work. Why? Papa Omar, I feel call just in the college. The Omar lady couldn't start it. It does work, yeah. So you see that if he's a shliach and if he's going to have a mistake, so it's going to be chal de'egdish, and it helps the egdish to a shliach. The shver of the Marit. I mean, this is also shver of the Marit if you do Minchas Chinuch. Right? The Marit said that you cannot be mekadesh al yidei shliach. You know, that is, the Marit says why you can't. I'm sorry, I missed out the word. What Moshe said. Why a person cannot be mekadesh al yidei shliach because mile lo nimtzor al shliach. That's the shver of the Marit. The Marit says why a person cannot send a shliach to hekdesh. Go be mekadesh for me. Because what Hekdesh? Hekdesh is not Amira. Amira lo means only Shliach. So Lechoira is Shliach. Over here, the Tikkun is not a crazy. I don't know. It's Chalois. It's a Chalois. Chalois. Yeah. Chalois. Okay, lass uns dann die Gemorre. Lass uns dann die Gemorre. Sag die Gemorre weiter. So you can tell the Shliach, le Tikkun starti ich veloi le'avosi. Frag die Gemorre. Sei lefir papi, sei lefir papa. Maishno modet nan. There's a Mishnah in Masechet Trumas, and the Gemara fragt das so. Mishnah sagt in Masechet Trumas, sorry, steht das so. Ha oimer leshluchoi, tzei utroim. What the Shliach is saying? Toirem kedas Baal Habayis. That he knows that the Baal Habayis is Ein Yofo. He knows the Baal Habayis is Ein O. Lefi the Baal Habayis. If the Baal Habayis is Ein Yofo, if he doesn't know, Echov Lishishim, yeah, that's what he knows. The Shliach doesn't know what's the das of the Baal Habayis. Daito shel Baal Habayis. He doesn't know the daito shel Baal Habayis. What should he do? Toirem bebeinonis. That means Echod mechamishim. Piches asoro. Oisif asoro. In the Shliach, he was piches from the das of the Baal Habayis 10. That means he gave 40, 1 of 40. Oisif on the das of Baal Habayis, and he gave 1 of 60. Trumosoi trume. What do we see? That even if he was mafsid, the Shliach was mafsid for the Baal Habayis, Trumosoi trume. Right? He gave echol me'arboim. The Baal Habayis had in mind echol me'chamishim. He gave echol me'arboim. Afilo oche. Trumosoi trume. You can't say letikun eshtartich ve'lo ilavosi. Amre, and for the Gemara, awesome. Kevan the Ike the Tori Bain Yofo, the Ike the Tori Bain Ro, Omarle Locha Amadaticho. That means the Shliach could tell the Baal Habayis, I assume that this is, I estimated that you know. Okay, so who say Omarle Lo Yiboy Loch Lemit? Over here, it's Mamisha Siri that came out there. You should be careful. You shouldn't have a mistake. Okay, so before we finish, we're going to do a little bit of a Hilchos Meiser Beim, as we said last week. To try to do Hilchos Meiser Beim. And Met Hashem, we're going to start, I don't know if next week, or we should do 1 week gap, or in 2 weeks, Nazir. Whatever the Benny, Monty, aside. Okay, so we said there's a mitzvah of Meiser Beima. What is the mitzvah? What is the mitzvah of Meiser Beima? So let's go to the pasuk. V'chol ma'asar boker v'tzoin, kol asher yod al tachas hashevet, al asiri yeh kodesh, right? Is it a mitzvah chiyuvis to give meiser? Is it a mitzvah chiyuvis to give meiser or not? Or mitzvah chiyuvis? So this pasuk is not meant for a chiyuv to give meiser. Okay, right? If he gave meiser, it will be chal. In the Torah Koyanim, in Parshas Bechoros, in Perik Yud Gimel, in Halacha Hey, zog the Torah Koyanim, uminayin, zog the Torah Koyanim, shemeiser be'emo, means the person be'emo, be'amoid ve'aser, amoid ve'aser, lo chiyuv. Amit chiyuvis to give meiser. Talmud lo yimar iye kodesh. Rabbi Yossi Aglili lo yimar. Ve'avarto. That means the Torah says avore. Now avore is lashon tzivui. Like meiser, we learn that avore for bechoros, right? You say like in bechoros is tzivui. The same thing is also right there. Rabbi Akiva yimar aser te'aser. What's aser te'aser? Melamed sheme'aser be'ema ve'amoid ve'aser. So before from the we see that there's a mitzvah chiyuvis and azay in the Sifri and Parshas Re'ei and Kuf Hey dog the Sifri minay lemaiser be'emo shu be'amoid be'aser Talmud lo yimar aser te'aser. Azay is masha from the Torah in the Sifri. Ober in the Mishnah Bechoros what we learned in Daf Nun Zayin on the base. What is mashma is Rabbi Eli said many times that there's never that till it didn't come right. At shelo yigia zman hagoyren, the zman hamaiser the goyren. Muto limkoer ve'lischoi. I don't remember exactly the lashon of the Mishnah, yeah, but you're allowed to come, you're allowed to sell, you're allowed to buy. There's no choiva to give meiser. And I feel more than that. The Gemara says I feel le'achar hagoyren, right? The 3 times a year what you have to give the meiser be'eme is also limko, but it's only mid'rabanan. That's the Rashi of the Demefurish. Rashi in the Mishnah says the mitzvah be'almeu le'aser, right? That's the lashon of Rashi. The mitzvah be'almeu le'aser be'imoisov. The Asiri Kodesh Omar Rachamone. I don't do the Rashi. The Furush Rashi over there. They got below my go over yet. Rashi says the Katrina below my. But Kodesh Muto the mitzvah the Anu le'aseper. Most of the Asiri Kodesh me'ach al shekor all of Shem. Avon of Shus beYodoi leOichloi below Meiser. I'm reading in the middle of Rashi in the Mishnah and Daf Sholosh Gronos and Daf Nun Zayin on the base. I say it's mashma from Rashi that it's not a mitzvah chiyuvis, it's a mitzvah kiyumis, and nishkin mitzvah chiyuvis. The lashon Rambam. Let me medayik lashon Rambam. The lashon Rambam Perek Vav Hilchos Poros Halacha Aleph the Rambam mitzvah lehafrish echod me'asora. What's mashma? It is a chiyuv. It is a chiyuv. It's not a chiyuv. Okay, so we spent many time, and we spoke about the 2 a.m. in Rosh Hashanah Daf Dalet, about Baltei Acher. There is a Baltei Acher, there's no Baltei Acher. The Ran in Rosh Hashanah Daf Vov Omed Aleph. There is no Baltei Acher in Afotas Maises, and lefi them, what's enough Kamina if it's a chiyuv or a chiyuv, if there's no Baltei Acher in it, as we spoke in Shem Daf Waiting. Okay, just as a reminder. Ma'aser Be'eimah. Let's go to the second thing. Ma'aser Be'eimah, Noeg B'oretz V'chutz L'oretz. Right, both. B'oretz V'chutz L'oretz. But some say that Ma'aser of Chutz L'oretz, you can't be Makriv. You can't be Magdish. It's only Nechal Be'mumoy Levaylim, right? So, as we saw, that's a Mefurush Mishnah. Where's the Mishnah? The first Mishnah in our Perek. Bechoros Daf Nun Gimel, the Mishnah, and the Bechoros Lefi Rabbi Akiva. Lefi Rabbi Akiva, Ma'aser Chutz L'oretz. It's Kodosh, Ve'inoi Korev. And I feel if you bring it to Israel, you're not makriv it. It's Einoi Kodesh only le'ochel be'mumo. And as is Rabbi Akiva alt in Tmure Daf Chof Aleph on the base legabe Bechoros Chutz L'oretz. Bechoros Chutz L'oretz legabe Bechoros legabe Ma'aser I don't know, but legabe Bechoros the Rambam passes the Nichos Bechoros Aloche Hey was the Perek Aleph Aloche Hey passes the Rambam like Rabbi Akiva. Bring the Lechem Mishnah from the Smag in the end of Mitzvah Reish Yud Aleph, right in the beginning of Mitzvah Reish Yud Beis. He passes like Rabbi Akiva. Afilu and Meister. So Meister is going to be the same like Bechoros. And Afilu lefi Rabbi Akiva. If you bring it there the soil, it's nechal be'mumoy. Or reflect of them the Lechem Mishnah. As you remember, we spoke about this Lechem Mishnah. Thanks. Bring the Lechem Mishnah that the Rambam, right? Schreibt legabe Bechoros. He paskins like, as we said, we call him legabe Meister. He didn't paskin. Why? Because he doesn't mention Perek Vov Alocha Beis. He doesn't mention that word Einei Kodesh le'ikorev. That means if you bring it to Yerushalayim, you could be makriv. And as I learned, the Marikukus, and Perek Vov over there, and Alocha Beis, learn the Marikukus explains it. The Gabi Bechoros we find at the end of Chale that we pass in Azoi vi Rabbi Akiva, but in Ma'aser we don't find a Stam Mishnah Rabbi Akiva. So the Gabi in Masechet Chale we find at the end of Masechet Chale we find a Stam Mishnah Azoi vi Rabbi Akiva. So the Rambam passes like the Stam Mishnah Rabbi Akiva. The Gabi Ma'aser we don't find like Rabbi Akiva, and that's why we don't pass like Rabbi Akiva. And as we said, the thing. Okay. Or not everything we do the the way we do the avor. How much we do the avor? When we dam it, is mitzad echad iskas choyer le'ma'aser dogon. Association, echad ma'aser dogon, echad ma'aser be'eimah. And you makish ma'aser be'eimah to ma'aser dogon. In this part, let's just speak. We spoke. Yeah, it's a chazor shir. Yeah, so we spoke about the minchas chinuch and mitzvah shir tzarach ois yudches. Mistapek. What is mistapek? Is it totally b'mokim leida or is it totally b'mokim ma'aser? Right. We just said that the Rabbi Akiva that you cannot be makriv of what was born in a chutzor. Is the mokim leida or mokim ma'aser? You're giving the ma'aser in Eretz Yisrael or was noilad in Eretz Yisrael? That means if it was not on the Chutzor, no. But if I give you the Ma'aser, it could be yes. So the minute Hasidus will be stopping. If it depends on the lady, if it was born in Chutzor, so the Ma'aser is not going to be Nikra. Or maybe it depends where I actually was Chala on the Kedusha. That means if he was born in Chutzor, he being in Eretz Yisrael, and he was Ma'aser in Eretz Yisrael. So the Ma'aser was on Eretz Yisrael. So the Chiyuv you turned them to Shem Ma'aser where in Eretz Yisrael you could be makriv with afilu in Eretz Yisrael. What's the maskon of the Minchas Chinuch? The Minchas Chinuch says that the fee what the Rambam says in Ilchos Trumas, Perek Aleph Alocha Chof Beis, the Gabi Trumas Ma'aser, that even if it grew in Chutz L'oretz, if the miruach was in Eretz Yisrael, produce that grew in Chutz L'oretz, and the miruach is what the miruach is what's mechayev with the Ma'aser. The miruach was in Eretz Yisrael. We is chayav. That means we go bosar the shas chaloi sakinyan. We go bosar the time when there's the chaloi sakinyan of the chiyuv ma'aser. Lefi them, it not depends not in the shas leide and not the shas isur, just when it depends on. The Chassan says, there you go. Bayern Mashmini, the 8 day. And the Rab Shimon says that the Bichos in Isasa even before the 8 day. We said that the Minchas Chinuch could be that it's going to be even before him. The shas leide. No, the shas chiyuv. Yeah. Okay. As we said, noyeg b'fnei habayis, v'shaloi b'fnei habayis. Right? The Mishnah, we're going back to the Mishnah, Masechet Bechoros Nun Gimel. Mina Torah. Aber Chachomim tell Gzeire, not to be Meiser Beim, not to give Meiser Beim Bisman Hazeh, Mi Penei HaTakole. What is Takole? So Rashi explains that Takole is you cannot be Makir, and you have to be Masechet till at Human, till it's going to be human, and because also Beili Dei Takole of Gizer Avoide, or Rashi says, Shishchatenu Belo Imum. Right? That's the thing, the Shchatenu Belo Imum. What if, now we're coming to Mamish, the end of the Masechet. Over the Hebrews Bisman Hazeh. Over the Hebrews Bisman Hazeh. What does that mean? The Pashtas the Gemara, what we just learned now, the end of the Gemara, that's Samach Aleph, Omed Aleph. Yomusu. Over the Rambam. Perek Vov, as we spoke last week, Perek Vov Halacha Beis, says over the Hebrews Bisman Hazeh, what's the name? Meiser. V'yochel b'mumoy. It is Meiser Yochel b'mumoy. Fact of them, the Noida b'Yehuda, and Tinyona Yehuda, Simen Kuf Peites, Peide Yehuda, and we also saw it inside last week, the Marit El Gazi and Perek Ois Mem Zayin, and many other Achronim from the Gemara, right? And the end of Bechoros, what we learned, that it has to be Nechal, sorry, not Nechal b'mumoy, just it has to be Yomusu. So we see that Meiser thing, Meiser, so you explain that Meiser itself is Nechal b'mumoy leBailin, because there's no Gzeir of Yomusu. The same like the Poyer is Nechal b'mumoy Bisman Hazeh, yes. Just what in the rest of the country don't have a Takona without the Pidyon. And it might come Lidei Takona, but then we said that the Pidyon, right? Oh, might come if in the Pidyon, he might come Lidei Takona. So we done the Gzeir of Yomusu as we learned in Daf Nun Gimel. What we see in Daf Samach Aleph is that Yomusu is because it's talking about that they got mixed up with the Achadasor, and the Achadasor is a Shlomim, and that's why we say Yomusu. That's a simple teretz, as we said. Because it's anyway, you might call it. For Meiser, only Meiser. If you have only Meiser, say that you're more like it's Bisman Hazeh. But over here, it's talking about Samach Aleph when it got mixed up with the Shlomim. So Shlomim is Hegdish. Sai Pidyonim is also. Huh? Yeah, that's what we answered. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, there, but it's a little bit shrill. Can we point it? Shulam Mukdoshim, but also the Pidyon is going to be also. Bisman Hazeh. Also the Pidyon is going to be also. So as we said, Akol Chayav B'Meiser Beime, Koyanim, Levim, Israelim. There is a shita that Koyanim are Poto. Koyanim are Poto. So the Rambam, if you look at the Rambam Perek Vov, Ilchos Meiser, Ilchos Choros Halacha Gimel. The Rambam says that in the Rambam Pirush HaMishnayos also, what we said in Daf Lamed Vav Beis, Koyanim are Chayav. Koyanim are Chayav. As I said, the Rambam in Tshuva, and Tshuva's Peir Adoyos, Simen Ulches, that there's no sword to say that Koyanim are going to be Poto for Meiser Beime. Why? Because Meiser Beime is not one of the Matnos. Kahuna was given to the Koyanim, but we should say over there that they should be Poto themselves. Choyel is one of the Matnos Kahuna that the Koyanim get. So we might say, okay, he's Poto. But Meiser Beime, Mechatei said, the Pater, the Koyan, he doesn't get it. Yeah, because okay, that's the Gemara Chulin learns. He brings back a riot with Mogo Bekamet. Mogo Bekamet has proof feud with basic. Mo says that the Kohen should not fluloi. Eser beim is begezel ager. Right, gezel ager goes to the Kohen. Now what happened? So says the Gemara over there, he's taught to from Meiser. Why? Mishum lo kuach. Says the Rambam and Tshuva. We see there that Kohen be'etzem ochayim Meiser beim. They taught because. Another guy brings from a Gemara what we also learned. Gemara Shabbos, Daf Nun Dalet Amud Beis. Ablozim and Azariah. Ablozim the Gemara Shabbos, Daf Nun Dalet Amud Beis. The Gemara brings Ablozim and Azariah would give Meiser Treisar Alfe Igle Me'edrei. Ablozim and Azariah was a Kohen. You see that word is a thing. The Rabbeinu Hananel, the Mishnah Mishnah Melech over there on the Rambam. The Mishnah Melech over there on the Rambam and Perek Vov. This is Perek Vov Halacha Gimel. Brings Beshem the Rashbo. Mishnah Melech brings Beshem the Rashbo from Rashbo and Chulin Kuf Lamed Vav Beis, and this is what Rabbeinu just mentioned now. Beshem Rabbeinu Hananel. Yeah, we were very busy with this Rabbeinu Hananel, if you remember. that he said the Koyanim are potu for Meiser Beheime. As they talk the Rabbi Hananel, and the Rashba reflect of them, right? The Rashba reflect of them from Rabbi Lezer ben Azariah. Rabbi Lezer ben Azariah was Master Medroi, Treisar Alpe Igle, and he was a Koyan. Says of the Kiveger and the Gillian on the Rambam, Yeshloimar, that what? That Rabbi Hananel explains like Toisves. That's what? That Rabbi, right? Toisves, if you remember, Toisves explains the same Rabbi Yochanan. What Toisves explains the same Rabbi Yochanan? That it was Meiser Arnune Lamelech. It was not real Meiser, a tax. Mr. Lamelech, yeah, so what's the Pshat Rabbi Lezer ben Azariah? So it's potu. It's potu. Oh, see, like, Choy. Oh, Choy. Well, what do you do with the Gemara Baba Kamen? So I'm saying that you answer the Gemara in Shabbos, Nun Dalet. Over there, you can say Arnune, like this is the Rabbi Yochanan. What are you going to do with the Gemara in Baba Kamen? Baba Kamen says the Gabi Gezel Ager that if the Kohen got 10 Gezel Ager, 10 Behemoths of Gezel Ager, he's potter from Meiser because Lakuah. It's not the reason of Lakuah. He's Chayv Meiser Behemoth. So the Kohen is Chayv Meiser Behemoth. What are you going to answer on this? So he says the Marit El Gaz. The beginning of the Mishnah brings it up. The Mishnah brings us up, and he doesn't bring the Marit El Gaz. Marit El Gaz was after the Mishnah left. But the Marit El Gaz answers this in the beginning of the Chodesh, and the Minchas also, and the Shin Samach. They say that the Rabbi Hananel, if he was born by the Kohen, he's potter. But if he was born, that's the third. If he was born by the Yisrael, and the Kohen Yarsin it, yeah, Avi Imoy, was the Yisrael, the Yarsin it, and the same thing against Lager. If we say Yoiresh, is because it was Mischayev Demos. Exactly, he gets it, so he's potter, because as you said, the Swara is a potter. But if it was Mischayev, and he Yarsin, Avi Imoy was the Yisrael, and he Yarsin now 10 behemoths. So on these behemoths was Chalachiyuv. I wonder if you said Mitzachiyuv. So yeah. So and this behemoths was already Chalachiyuv. Then they're gonna be Chayvazak and Marit El Gazi, and once it was Mischar by Israel, even it goes to the Kohen, Loi Mifka Minei, the din of Ma'aser Behemoth, and as I said, the Michas Chinuch and the Marit El Gazi. What about women? Women are Chayv Ma'aser Behemoth or not? Mitzvah Shishang is on Grome. No, someone can be a riot? Huh? Yeah, yeah. So you can bring a riot from what we learned. You can bring a riot from our Perek. For sure they're Chayv. Like every mitzvah says, Shalai Asman Grome. We learned the Gemara. What we learned the Gemara, you remember? Nachnu Nvov, the Gabi Esnan. Esnan. Nosno ile Israeli, sagt die Gemara, Michai ve'iki b'ma'aser behemoth. Foolish Gemara. Foolish Gemara. Nosno, he, right? The Gabi Esnan, she's Chai b'ma'aser behemoth. He's Chai b'ma'aser behemoth. So a woman will be Chai b'ma'aser behemoth. What about the copy? Copy is possible b'ma'aser behemoth, but the apotropos, and maybe coming back to that basis of Rabbi Lezer ben Azariah, apotropos could be mafris ma'aser from the Yosoimim. From the Yosoimim, Cotton, okay, he's supposed to be called a mitzvah, so if he was mafresh and not a fosher, because he's not a ben das. But if we take the toises in Shabbos Nundalet and toises from Pilat, our beginning of the not Masechet, sorry, it's like Masechet Vazif, Ma'aser Behemoth. But the beginning of our Perek, right, toises says that Rabbi Lezer ben Azariah, toises and Dimamaskil Elo Mishum Takole. So Toises, right? Over here, Toises over here, and also Toises, and Nachnun Gimel, Toises, and Yumedaf, Samachvov, and the Toisarosh, the Ritvo, the Ran, and Shabbos, many before she said that Apotropos could give it for the assignment. It was Mischai already? A woman is Chai, for sure. No, it was for sure. It would be Lakuach if not, the Gemara says. He gave it over, the Gemara says. The Gemara, if not, the Gemara says it could be pot when it's not Lakuach. The Gemara says that's the P that they gave it as over. Yeah. we mentioned, you remember, what you're saying is actually what we speak about apotropos. Chacham Tzvi in the Marit El Gazi. Chacham Tzvi fragt der Shaila what you're asking in Siman Lamed Gimel. Marit El Gazi not on Choyres, but the Marit El Gazi has a Sefer Kehilas Yaakov. The Sefer Kehilas Yaakov, the Marit El Gazi, fragt over there in Siman Nuntes, fragt der Azoi. The apotropos is allowed, right? The apotropos is allowed to give meiser in order to, as the Gemara says in Gittin darf nun beis am Medal, that's what the Gemara. The apotropos is allowed to sell, to give meiser from Tevel in order to be machil the Yesoimim. Machil the Yesoimim, that's right. Because meiser dogon is Tevel. If I don't give meiser, it's not Tevel. Can you just? The apotropos is allowed to give Tevel, to be machil, to be stuck in the Tevel, that's right. To be stuck in the Tevel, but meiser beime is doch nicht Tevel. Meiser beime is not Tevel. Meiser beime, you're allowed to shech without meiser. But it's not shech to give meiser, let's say, to be machil the Yesoimim. As I fragt the Chacham Tzvi, your Shaiva. I don't remember. You remember? Huh? Well, we mentioned it. I remember we mentioned it, the question. Huh? And the Shaiva was on Toysis, because Toysis says, if you look at the Toysis says that the apotropos, the apotropos, Toysis says that the Doichak, but Toysis Gittin says that the Katzile. The Doichak now in the apotropos are like to cut the master. So we do see that the apotropos did give over there the meiser, he did give the meiser. So you see that it was, yes, it's a meiser. Huh? No, so this is part of the Shaila. Toysis said that apotropos of Ablezer and Azayo would give meiser from the Edroi, Treisar Alfe Niyeh. And this for sure was no more than what you have to feed the Yesoimim. No, this is more than what you have to think, yeah? I think they blinded the Tzorachiyun, no? I think so. I think they blinded the Tzorachiyun. I was talking about after the Goyren, they were mechuyev to yes to give it. I think they blinded the Tzorachiyun. I think they bring a raya. You remember La Medalla from the base? La Medalla from the base. In the beginning of Sulam Mugdoshim. The Gemara says over there, we talk about Lo Yigoy, Lo Yimocha, Lo Yipode, and Legabe Toil. The same thing we have also Legabe Meiser. And Legabe Meiser, the Gemara says over there in Choires, right? Meiser Be'ema, Shel Yisoimim, Moichi Noisoi. We see it's Shayach to sell Meiser Be'ema V'Yisoimim. I think they bring the spirits. Over there we could say Reb Moshe Svara. Over there we could say very easy Reb Moshe Svara. The Yalsha for the father was something that was mechuyev already. Yeah? I don't know if it's going to fit over here, this Svara. Because over there in the Gemara comes in Nafla Medalef on the base, and we see that Moichri Noisai, over there you could say very easily that it's talking about the Yalsha, Pashta is talking about that case. Pashta is talking about that case, that the Yalsha for the father will be something that's mechuyev. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about Mufla Somuch Leish. Mufla Somuch Leish, a boy, 12 years old. So it's going to be Chal. It's going to be Chal B'Meiser, like English. Huh? Huh? Oh, Nasir, you see the Bachlik is the Ram Ben Raivet. What is exactly a Mufla Somuch Leish? What's together? Aber the Mitchaschino, is in Samech and Ois Yudzayin, bring the Mitchaschino that the Mufla Somuch Leish cannot give Meiser a Mufle. Why? Because the Mufle Somuch Leish will merabe. It means the Ribui is only lehegdish, right? And what we merabe is dafer bedibu peh, right? We learn ish kiyafli lindoy neder nozenazir. Ish kiyafli. That means it's a loss of dibu. And we know Meiser beima has nothing to do with dibu. It's doch depends on dibu. Nothing depends on dibu. It's al yedei Meiser. Or meilo, it's al yedei Meiser. It's not doime. The nether of Hegdish, and we don't merabe it from Mufla Somuch Leish. as I talk the thing, but some Achronim actually the Marit al-Gazin Keilas Yaakov, and that's Simon, the same Simon Utes says, Pashtes, that Mufla Somuch Leish, can, he says, can give Meiser, and he says that if he them, yeah. Why? No, you will no, you will no. No, that's okay. Yeah, okay. But if we look at this, it's when Yamachlik is in Yerushalmi. Yerushalmi and Thomas, and Perek Aleph Aloha Aleph, Yerushalmi is Bistapik. Mufla Somuch Leish, now, Yovi, Meiser, now Yovi Meiser. If it's going to be kosher, it's not going to be kosher to be Meiser. Mufla Somuch Leish is going to depend on service. Okay. What about a Goy? Goy is done Meiser Beime. Is Chalda Meiser or is not Chalda Meiser? Huh? Not even the Dovim and the Dovim is Yisrael. So this is the Fusha Gemara. Fusha Gemara is Zvachim and Daf Mem Hey. And in Tzmure Daf Gimel, right? The Gemara Tzmure Daf Gimel, the Gemara says that Iskash le Dogon, right? Iskash le Meiser Dogon. Meiser Dogon, it doesn't work, right? Ma'at and Dei Bris. Shluchachem b'nei Bris. I'm reading in the middle of the Omed, Tzmure. Daber b'nei Yisrael. Ish ki afi neder berkecho. לא שלח ואינו יש תמורה, מי טיימה, להסתגש תמורת מייסר למייסר באימה, ומייסר באימה למייסר דוגום, וגם אם מייסר דוגום כסיב, יש מעשר בני ישראל אשר יראו להשם בני ישראל ולא אוהב דקי חובים. אוהב דקי חובים, כדות, מייסר באימה. It's איסקש למייסר באימה, and the Gemara in Zvachim read a bit noch a rois, and the Gemara in Zvachim says because the hikkash what we do going is dafka legabe or merabo in the Gechovim is dafka legabe in the Dorim and the Dovois, and not for Choyvois. And this is a Choyv, it's not in the Dorim and the Dovois, it's definitely going to be. But what's going to be the din? A Gershin is Gaia. Let's take a case. As a Mechaschin take a case. Exactly. Gershin is Gaia, and he has Beimois, and were born when he was Begoyusai. And he was a guy, is Chaim and Maisa. There you go. It's going to be the thing. Oh, very good. It depends, as the old saying. It depends if the Shas laid in the pilot of the Goy, so the pilot of the Goy pattern. And we take a Bechoy. Choy, you do shoot full straight. Let's go to the beginning of the You should do the ganze Masechet. Yeah? You'll take another year. So, and the Goy patterns by a Choy. Like Gabi Meister, let's think it's going to be the same thing. Like Gabi Meister, the same like we find just what, as long as called man that the Goy, we can say that's what, calls man that the Goy is not a Barchi or Barafoshas Meister Beime, yeah? So a Goy is not maybe in the 7 days. It can be stopping that. I heard the smaller. Okay. So let's talk about the Meister Beime itself. The Meiser Beime itself, the thing is, it has to be Nishchat Ba'azorah. It's Chotzim Kalim. It can be Nishchat B'chol Mokom Ba'azorah. The Zrika Asdam is a Zrika Achas Keneged HaYesoid. And Zrika Osficha. If you look at the Mishnah, so we look at the Mishnah in the Zvachim. The Mishnah is Zvachim on the base. The Mishnah says, "I'm choy ba'maizer Pesach." Right? Kotzim Kali, Cholei. The Domonton Matone Achas. Right? That's what we say in the morning. Says the Gemara. The Machlokas Tanoim and Maizer Pesach. If it's Nisonim B'Zrike or B'Shviche. Right? We have Machlokas Tanoim. Let's see the Rambam. You have to know Maizer Beim. What's the Maizer Beim? B'Zrike or B'Shviche? The Rambam paskins, the Rambam in Meiser in Ilchos Meiser Korbanos, he paskins that Pesach or Meiser is Beshviche. As they paskin the Rambam Mechet in Ilchos from Pesach Perek Aleph Aloch Evor Legabi on Pesach, paskin that it's Beshviche together with Meiser. Although if we look at the Rambam in Ilchos Poros. The Rambam in Ilchos Poros Halacha Dalet and Perek Vav. The Rambam says that Ma'aser Beime Zorkin es Domoy. That's what the Rambam. So what's the pshat? Zorkin es Domoy or not Zorkin es Domoy? The Rambam, when he speaks about don't go on. Doesn't go on. Okay. Ah? No, the Rambam is Beach. So what's Zorkin es Domoy? The Freide Lechem Mishneh. Freide Lechem Mishneh. Many achronim. The Rambam passing doch in Ma'aser Korbanos as well as the Ma'aser is Beshviche. So Chiyum. As those like the Rambam, Zorkin es Domoy. In Ilchos Poros, and Halacha Daled, the Rambam Zorkin is Poros. Sorry, Zorkin is Domoy. Zorkin is Domoy. The Rambam Ma'aser Korbanos and Perek Halacha Yudzayin, the Rambam Pesach or Ma'aser is the Shvichen. The same thing also the Rambam in Ilchos Korban Pesach. If you know the Zuzicha, yeah. Korban Pesach is the Rabbi Zrike. If you know the Zrika, I think it's the same thing. Shvicha. Yeah, that's the Shvicha or the Zrika. Okay, look the Gemara. No, so there's many Mahalchim to find for this. Okay. So let's, after we've done the Zrika, we have the Aktoras Eimorim. The Aktoras Yemakta Eimorim. The boss was Nechal, like, especially according Ma'aser Beime, the boss was not Nechal to the Koyanim, like most Korbanos or Oilos. Nisraf, like Chatos or Oshos, Shlomim. The boss was Nechal Bailim, the Chol Yerushalayim, Shnei Yomim, Ve'Lailo Echod. The Koyanim get nothing. It's Kulo Lebayim, right? The Koyanim don't get anything. They don't get anything. They don't know. They don't get anything, right? It's the Ma'aser thing. Okay. Another thing, what we have in Ma'aser Beime is Einoi Ton Svicha. Einoi Ton, thinking that's what we saw in Toifes over here. It's a before Mishneh and Menachos, that's a big base. So in the Daf Tzadik on the base we saw, so it doesn't need to have Nesochim. What about the Ma'aser Beime Balmum? The Ma'aser Beime Balmum, what if, so when we learned, we go back to Daf Yudalet, we know there's Mum before the Ekdesh, after Ekdesh. Ma'aser Beime doesn't matter. Ma'aser Beime, say if the Mum happened le'achar shel Iskadesh, or say if it was Iskadesh when it was your Balmum, it has a din of Sulam Ukdoshim, and if it was Nivdei, you're allowed to shecht it and to eat it. You can't be pointed, yeah, but until you shecht it, it's also the gizer of avoid. It's not like a thing. Yeah. If a person, that's we going to loy mocha loy goel, yeah, the loy mocha loy goel. Okay, that's of course more mainly the more. It's more daf kofalef. The Mishnah Cholim daf koflavet. The Mishnah we just mentioned over in Poros daf Yudalet. Daf Yudalet what you mentioned the kol hakochim shekot abum kovu alek deishon. Venivdu yoitzin says the Mishnah Cholim. He goes as leoved chutz min apoyer. That's a loss on the Mishnah. Daf Yudalet over that level. What's that for Ma'aser? What if a person was mafresh Ma'aser Beime? So let's talk. We mentioned it before, and let's talk about Baltachel. Rosh Hashanah. Whoever learned the Daf Yomi now, Rosh Hashanah Daf Dalet. Let's talk about that. Rosh Hashanah years is already a few years backwards. Like we say in nothing, yeah. So a person was mafresh Ma'aser Beime. Was mafresh. He's over Baltachel. If he doesn't bring the Akove, the 3 regolim, yeah, so he's over on 3 regolim. The Asay is over the regulation, as the Gemara says in Rosh Hashanah Daf Dalet. But on the Afroshe, that means on the, let's say he was Me'acher the Afroshe. He has to give Ma'aser. He didn't give Ma'aser the Afroshe. That means he has Behemoth or Chayed B'Ma'aser. And he didn't give Ma'aser. He's not over Baltachel. Some say that also on the Afroshe is Chayed B'Ma'aser, and that depends, as we mentioned, on the Torah event in Rosh Hashanah Daf Dalet. And as is before he learns it in Chidush Haran over there in Davov about the Torah and Ma'aser is not Shach Baltachel if you were not mafresh because they are is the Torah Mufroshim ve'oimdim. Doesn't depend on them. And the Gemara and the Torah and from our Gemara over here we learn Gimel Gronois leMa'aser Beime before it's a Pesach before Yisa Atzeres, and before Yisa Chag. And all of them were born after the Zman HaGoyren, when they were Misaser, the next Goyren. Two toys that all of the Yodim after Yisa Chag, that this is 15 days before Sukkot, they know Misaser when Yisa Pesach, right? The next Goyren, the Yisa Pesach. Even that, 1 second, you had over here the Chag. It's 15 years before you. What means for you? 15, right? As we said, the whole month we have. So 15 days before the Chag, 15 days before Sukkot, we say everyone is going to be pushed off away for Pesach. I mean, you have in front of you, you have now the Yom Tov. And the Yom Tov, you're not going to be over. You're not over say and Regel Rishon, and the same thing, if you're not over say Regel Rishon, you're not over Baltacher also and Gimel Regolim. As I talked to the Torah. What's the reason? Says the Torah. He said that this is not doimet to all the korbanos. For example, someone's chayva, let's say chatos, chayva oshom. Yeah, one of these things. He has a chiyuv to be makriv. He has a chiyuv to be makriv, and that's the reason he's over baltacher if you will not mafresh. And ma'aser be'ema is not a chiyuv in the krovas hakom. Why? Because they could iboye matil beimum v'chulei edrei. It's no chiyuv hakrove. It could very easy the harosh dayan and the chiyuv hakrove. Very easy. He boy the Gemara says he boy matil mum the put the he can do a mum in the whole flock, and then he's not makriv at all. But there is no chiva krove. So the two haven't learned that what's the trigger, what's the what that's the causes. What causes the baltacher? The chiva krove. And because for myself there's no I could get out of the chiva krove. There isn't baltacher. The mitzvah is over there in Rosh Hashanah brings Beshem the Yerushalmi in the beginning of the third perek. Zoisei Meretz Amashe Tivloi Oiver, and it's talking about the Gabi Meiser Beime. That means it's someone's Mashe Beim Toy, and he's not Me'aseret. He's going to be Oiver on Baltacher, and so he's Dr. Meshulam, Rabbeinu Meshulam, and Shkolim over there, and Yerushalmi. Yeah. Yeah, because he doesn't have the chiyuv of Baltasar. Yeah. So actually the Chazon Ish actually, Mamish at the end of Choros and the Chazon Ish and the Simach of Zion, the Chazon Ish and Simach of Zion, Simchot Gimel says that he's over by Asay Rishon, he's over on the Baltacher, the Asay Regel Rishon, and he's over also. He's going to be over all of this. Okay. Yeah. There's a few Ma'alchim to find for the Chazon Ish has a Ma'alach to find for it. Okay. Baltach is the only Korbanos. What do you mean? Stock is anything. If you look over there in the list, you have a whole list over there in the Gemara about when you have Baltach. Yeah, a whole list. Tanu Rabbanon over there. The Gemara at the end of Dalet Amud Aleph. Yeah. So Ma'aser Beime is Vokol, Tzoyin, Kvosim, Izim, yeah, before the whole Ma'aser Bokol, but Tzoyin, and anything is under the category of Tzoyin. But even though we said it's Bokol Tzoyin, the Bokol Tzoyin are not Mitzaref and they're not Misasar Mizal Zeh, as the Mishnah says, of Kvosim and Izim, or Mitzaref and then Misasar Mizal Zeh. Chodosh veYoshon. What means Chodosh veYoshon? That means the ones that were born the year depends on if it's Aleph Elul or Aleph Tishrei, and the ones that were born in a different year, and they're not mitzvah, and they're not mitzvah mizal zeh. Some say, but the Eved, if it was ma'aser mishon al shon, very good. So it's mitzvah mizal zeh because what's the lashon Rambam? Yifnei chumras hakotzim. We were very busy in the Rambam. Perek Zayin Aloch Hey, what's the chumras hakotzim? What we find over here. Yifnei chumras hakotzim, right? Shari lo ikpido Torah al ma'aser. The Rambam says, "Lo ikpido Torah al ma'aser." Be'ima befirush shehi shono shono. That's why we were machmir. The Mishnah over there is marich, and the Rambam said that it's minatir because it's a hekesh, and the hekesh it helps in the Kalochaimer as I learned the chinuch, and with the shin samar that we learn out ma'aser dogon only lekatchile and not leinian di'evet. What we learned the ma'aser dogon, because where do we know that you know ma'aser mishon shono? From ma'aser dogon, right? The moment of given with that ma'aser dogon. So the hekesh we learn only lekatchile and not leinian di'avat. There's a few malchim that some Mishnah learns it, but the evidence not going to work. It's not the Rabbanon, and that depends on the machlokes of this machlokes. So, as we just mentioned, what's the chodosh? So, what Hashanah and Ma'aser Beima is Aleph Tishrei, right? The machlokes to the Gemara, in Rosh Hashanah, the place, the Rama Paskins, and Perek Zayin, Ilchos Choires, Halacha Vov, like the Mandoma says, Echot B'Tishrei. Echot B'Tishrei is Rosh Hashanah Lemaiser. That's why anyone was born from Aleph Tishrei till Chof Elul, the next Chof Elul, they all mitzaref the Meiser Meidu Aleilu. Over the ones that if they were born 5 Kloim before, right, Aleph Elul, Aleph Tishrei, right, before Aleph Tishrei, and 5 after Aleph Tishrei, they are not mitzaref as they state in the Mishnah. Everything depends, and this depends on the Zman later. Even though before we spoke about in Chutzor, it's man later. Where was later? Where was no later? But the way definitely everything depends on the Zman later. If it was born, even though it was Mechusar Zman, even though it's Mechusar Zman, that means it's before the 8th day, that you can't be Makriv, and it was not yet 7 days to the next year, so it belongs to the previous year, and Azoi is lost on Mishnah, and the Mishnah in Zayin on the base, Mishnah says, Kol HaNoilodim. Right? That's the lost on Mishnah, Kol HaNoilodim. Right? So till the Choftes, Arei Hei Mitzvah, and Mitzvah, and as is Masha from the Mishnah. Kol HaNoilodim Echad B'Tishrei Ad Eser B'Tishrei B'Elul Arei Elu Mitzvahim. That's the Mashmos of the Mishnah in Nun Zayin on the base. Nun Zayin on the base, as is the Mashmos of the Mishnah. Meiser Beime, if a person doesn't give Meiser Beime, it's not Tevel. It's not Tevel. You're allowed to sell it. To shecht it, and whatever he wants, he could do. Also, without the Maisa, it's a Mishnah in Zayin, and the Mishnah says, "At sheloi bo hagoyren, mutor limkoy ve lishchot. Igia hagoyren lo yishchot ve'im shochat potur." This is only lekatchila. After he started to be mavir, person Aleph, Beis, Gimel. No Mischaya. Can he shecht or not? The rest. So we mentioned this, and this is a big chidush of the Meroi Mesoda. Let's see the Meroi Mesoda over here in Poyos Daf Zayin on the base in Chadash, that once he started to count, the counting of the Aleph, Beis, Gimel, Dalet, it's chayav min hatoyre. Min Atayas Mishael, there's an Iso, what we learned in the Mishnah in Lim Koyvelishhoit, there's going to be an Iso Lim Koyvelishhoit, as there is Masma the Netziv, the Chazonish in Simon of Zayin, Sekot Lov, says that Afilo, if he started to count, the Iso is going to be only Min Rabbanon and not Min Atayas. This is the Chazonish. Right. In the din of Sholosh Gronos. So Chachamim, this is the Rabbanon. Chachamim was Koiveya, Sholosh Gronos, that means 3 times a year that they're gonna the mechayev b'maisa, maisa baby. When it came this man hagoyren, so igias man hagoyren, as you said, also lishchoit v'limka, so he's gonna give maisa, but he's not chayev to give maisa straight away. From now, he's not allowed to do the mechire. From now, he's not allowed to do the schite without the maisa. Doesn't mean that he has to give the maisa straight away. From now, that's the thing. Yeah, as I talk the Chazonish, that is the chiyuv. If he shechted, right, as the Mishnah says, over the shochat, potur. Right, even if it's before the goyren, it's mutar, because it's no issa to give meiser before the zman hagoyren. The zman hagoyren they just Chachamim gave a zman, right? Over the shochat says the Mishnah, potur. And Toises, remember the Toises and the Dafnum Ches. Toises Nichele Leinish says Toises over there. The Lam Mitzvah Moine. Afagat the Litna Azman Yochel Asam Dishvay. Toises said before you could give Meiser before the Zman. Could give Meiser before the Zman. Interesting is that the Turei Even in Rosh Hashanah Davdalet, he thinks that not to be Meiser before the Zman. He doesn't mention the Toises over here. The top of the toys is mashma that you should. There is no problem to do it. So see that it is a problem, not a problem. So a person had 10 tloim. This is not a goyren. Oh, he was koiveat in the goyren. So once he koiveat in the goyren, there's a iso shchite mechire. Even if they reduce, they will be smart after that. For example, some of them died. there's not enough now for the Chiyuv of Meiser. It's not Nifka for me, the Isur Mechire and the Shchita. He has to wait till the next year and should be start because the Goyen is only in the Rabbanot, still Shana the whole year. Meiser Beime, what's the Tzir of Meiser Beime? Shisha also meal, 60 meal. 60 meal. Right? If a person had 10 behemoths inside the 60 meal, he's chayev in Meiser. But if he had 5 in Yerushalayim and 5 in, let's say, Akoy, right? Is the thing. So they are more than 60 meal. They're not mitzvah and they're potul min haMeiser, Rambam and Perek Zayin, Aloha base. Let's say it's Eretz Yisrael, yeah. Let's say Eretz Yisrael, yeah. So it's an example, yeah. If he had 3 herds, and in between each one there was 16 mil, yeah, that means you have the chitzonim and the chitzonim and you have the pnimim. So between the chitzonim you have 32 mil, yeah, and the middle one, right? So you have 16 mil between each one, 16, 16, 16. We have so the 2 chitzonim and you have the middle one. So if there was 5 mikan, chamisha mikan, chamisha beemtza, says the Gemara. Meets Tarfim, right? The Mishnah says they are mitzvah to your base meal. The same thing also if we have Tisho Mikan, the Tisho Mikan, and another Echol Be'emtza, they're still going to be mitzvah, right? More in Daf Nun Hey, right? Mitzvah. And they bring it to the middle and they master to the middle. But if it was Chamisho Mikan, and Echol Be'emtza, they are not going to be mitzvah. So he's not taught the Mishnah. What if he had 5, and now we're going to come to Representative Shaila, what if he had 5 Loretz and 5 in Chutz Loretz? So, it's mitzvah or not? So this, sorry, what do you say? So now we're coming to the Machloikes. Oh, you look at Shnei Evrei Yarden. Very good, very good. If he has a Shnei Evrei Yarden, Daf Nun Hey. If he has a Shnei Evrei Yarden, right? Shnei Avtilois, as the Gemara says. Oh, you Shnei Avtilois. For example, Nomer v'Nimurim. Says the Gemara, Ein mitztarfin. The Ein tzarich loymar, the Braisa says, the Ein tzarich loymar, oh, chutz al oretz v'oretz. So we mentioned them also from the Chofetz Chaim and Likutei Halachos over there. He said that this is Dafke Rab Meir, that the Yarden is a hesek l'ma'aser be'emen. This Braisa, but lefi Chachamim, afilu chutz al oretz v'oretz, or min mitztaref. You remember this also in Medayik. The Chazon Ish also in Bechoros. In the Sibur Chav Zayin, the Sibur Dalet says that the Mascholas Asuge, we find the Machloikes Tanoim if the Yarden is a Gvul B'Pnei Atzmei or not. But that's the Machloikes. That is the Machloikes Rameir and Rabbanon. Lefi them, everyone's going to be moided that Eretz and Chutz Loretz or not mitzvah because the whole Machloikes only legabe the Yarden is a Gvul B'Pnei Atzmei or not a Gvul B'Pnei Atzmei. It could be that if you can have 2, as we're going to call 2 Avtilois, they're not going to mitzvah, and this is no Machloikes. We're obliged with that. So and he says because the Rambam didn't bring this din. Like me tzorchim, and this is the Chazon Ish over there. So that's the legabe. Oh, the chutz loretz is an interesting shaila take. That the eretz and chutz loretz, or which one do you mean? In which case? Yeah. So you're going back to Rabbi Akiva. Oh, very interesting. So this, you're going back to Rabbi Akiva. So this in the Sefer, the interesting Sefer that's called Lamnatzech LeDavid. You heard about the Sefer once? Lamnatzech LeDavid? Very good. The Chasdei David of the Tosefta, yeah. I think it was the Shver of Chidah, maybe? Yeah, the Chasdei David. The Chasdei David. There's a Sefer Chasdei David on the Tosefta. The Friedrich appointed him. And he has a Sefer Lamnatzech LeDavid. So I didn't see it in the Sefer Lamnatzech LeDavid. I saw it in the Sefer Yad David. Yad David brings, Yad David is a Sefer on Bechoros. Yes, that's right. And the Sefer Yad David on Bechoros brings the Lamnatzech LeDavid. That is the Chasdei David. And he says that Poshut, the Tame, that as you're saying now, that as we said in the Braisa, in Tzorich Loimar, no, it's a Chutzlo, it's a non-mitzvah. In Tzorich Loimar, it's a Tzorich. That's why he said that because this goes lefi Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva says Ma'aser Chutz Loretz is Einoi Kodesh Leikorev, Einoi Kodesh Leikorev, and because these Kochim are not Kochim Leikorev, and they are going to be Nechal B'Mumon, they're not mitzvah. Oh yeah. So lefi them. Oh, now let's go a little bit weiter. As I stated, we mentioned, I think demos. I saw it after that in the Lamnatzech David. Well, in demos we saw it in the Sefer always of Yashi. on Masechet Spoilers. That's Dr. Pastor Flanter Expose. Lefi them, if we go a little weiter, lefi them, we don't, is not Shach Bichlal over the Machloikas, as he said, the Rameir Rabbanon. This Machloikas is Rameir Rabbanon, and this, everyone's going to be moided, Alibe de Rabakive, that it's not going to be Mitzaref, right? There's nothing to do with the Machloikas over if it's yes Mitzaref or not Mitzaref. If he had 15, let's do the thing. 15 tloim. 15 tloim. He has to, all of them. He can't say, okay, I'm going to take only 10. Because anyway, 5 are going to be left and then I don't have to Maisa. So all of them, Nichnosim the deal and takes out 10 and he's Mekadesh the 10th one and the 5 that's left are Mitzaref Legoyren Acher. And because they went through a Goyren, they are Asurim B'Shchite U B'Mechire because they went through a Goyren, right? As I said, Rashi, Daf Samach, right? Daf Samach Omid Aleph, Rashi says, and Dimar Maschil, Elokol Yisol Nadir, Rashi, the top Rashi, Elokol Yisol Nadir, Rashi says that it cannot be that the rest of the stuff are different Goyren, because they were Koivea and Dir Lemaiser, you cannot sell them and shef them. And so he said, in Rashi, Echet in Daf Nun Daled on the base, the Zel Bezach says Rashi over there. Okay, this is a different diukim and Rashi and the Samach and the Daf Nun Daled, it could be mechalik between them, but let's leave it for now. Yeah. So that is the way what's Mischayev and how is Mischayev. Who is Mischayev Meister? Which type of name is a Mischayev Meister? So, as we said, Hakol Yifasel Yisasel, right? It's Beit Mirim, Bein Balei Mumin. This is a Bechoros Gemara, right? Meister Lo Yifasel Mumin, the Gemara Nuzayim. It's a Tosefta, Bechoros Tosefta, Bechoros Perek Aleph Aloch Aleph, starts with Tosefta. Meister Bein Noyek, Begdolim, Ubektanim, Besforim, Bekevis, Bet Mirim, Ube Baalei Mumin. It's not in all of the thing. It's Magdish, even though as Magdish Balei Mumin leMizbeach Loike. Over here, the Torah, right, as we learned in the Gemara, Tzmuret Avov Omed base, right, Baltakrivu, Baltakdishu, the Gemara learns. Over here, the Torah was matir to be anything. We have some that are psuli, b'derech like Roiveya, Benirba, Muktzeh, Neva, Esnan, Mechir, all of them. Nichnosim ledir leisasa? Yes, they are nichnosim ledir leisasa. As you learned in the Mishnah in Daf Nun Zayin, Akol Nichnosim ledir leisasa. The Gemara says Akol has 3 months. The Gemara is the Tanu Rabbanon. And Roiveya ve'anirba, Kulam nichnosim ledir leisasa. We learned out from Moshchosto Bohem Mum Bom. Right? Any way that the Mum Cholbokol Shamu Boisel and right Dovo Elva with the Zohar, they're going to be possible. It's going to be kosher. And the same thing, Noigeach. Noigeach is also Nichnas ledir leisasa. And okay, that's also it's also a Shaila Pasich. Oh, but which ones don't go in the Dir Leisasa? So we have Kilaim. Kilaim ain't in the Dir Leisasa, as the Mishnah says, right? We learned that from Tachas. Tachas Mikochi. Mikochi we learned that it says Shoy Oy Chesed. Right? And we learned Tachas, and we say that Kilaim is not going to help for Maisa Beime, and also what else is not going to be? Nidme. Right? The Gemara says over there that Doime is also not going to be kosher for Maisa Beime, and I feel that he has Miktas Simonim that he is Doime Leimoy, and we could go back to the Gemara. Poires, that is the base, and even though Legabi Poires, we only have a Daf Heim base. Let's try to mix in for the whole Masechet, right? And Daf Heim base we learned that what it says over there, Ach, and we learned Ach, that we are, Doime is going to be Charan of Poir. But Legabi Meister we learn that from Kosim and not from Bechoros, as is of Rashi, that we learn that from Bechoros, and that's why it's going to be possible. Possible, and as I Echet steht in Toises, in Bomekavet, Afayim Ches, Omed Aleph, the same thing. Yoyte Doifen also, it's not Nichnas Dir Leisasa, we learned in the Mishnah because we learned Tachas from Kochim, and Kochim we learn out, where do we know that Kochim is not so well? Because it says, Ki-I Voleis, very good. What about Ben Pekua? Ben Pekua, so the Michas Chinuch, and Mitzvah Shin Samach, again, Mitzvah Shin Samach is the Mitzvah, what we speak about. So in Ois Dalet says the Michas Chinuch of day means that Lefi Rashi, according to Daf Dalet on the base, that the Psul is because Yoytze Doifen, we spoke about it, if you remember. We spoke about the Ben Pekua. So what's the Psul of Ben Pekua? Rashi, according to Daf Dalet, says that the Psul of Ben Pekua is Mitam Yoytze Doifen. Or he does not Yoytze Doifen, we learn out Tachas and Kotin is also because Ki Voleid. So when Bekur Echet is lo nichnas dir leisasa. Lefi Toises over that the psul is because the havik shochut. And that's Toises. The machloek is one Bekur. Lefi Rashi that the Bekur is because Yoitze Doifen is part of Ma'aser Behemoth also. The Bekur is part of Ma'aser Behemoth. Over Lefi Toises that it's because the havik shochut and not because Yoitze Doifen. There's no problem with Yoitze Doifen because if he was born lachar shvita, yeah. So she's with Farkeset. It's choshev like higher, not like a later. So also, it's not misasa because shachot is not misasa, as we learned before. Shachot is also not misasa. So anyway, it's not going to be misasa yet today. Mechus azman, shachot. Shachot is not misasa. We learned the Gemara. Huh? Yeah, shachot is not misasa. It's the shachot. Mechus azman is also ein nichas evili saster, and that means till the 8th day, and the latest shmini. So we saw over there. If it's Isasa or not, because we learn out again from Kotim Tachas, and we learn out Voyo Shivas Yomim Tachas Imoy, or by Yoim Hashemini. The Gabi Kotim is a Machloikas Rishonim, if the Eved is Chal, the Kedusha of the Chusas Man or not. Rashi and Toises. If you remember, Rashi and Toises also now Masechet where? Chofale from a base. Right? Chofale from a base, they explain that Afilu with the Eved, if he was Magdish, it's not Chal the Kedusha. It's not Chal the Kedusha. But Toises is not in our Masechet, but in Slofim Daf Kuf Yudalet. On the base, Toises and Dima Maseleter, and then Toises and Tvur and Daf Yutes on the base. Echet Toises Zog that I feel like a Tchil is going to be also to be Magdish. But if over Vigdishoy, it will be Kodesh, and Azoy al the Rambam and Ilchois Istorei Mizbeach Perek Gibral Aloch Yud. Now, what about Ma'aser Behemoth? Again, Ma'aser Behemoth, everyone is going to be Ma'aser the Kul Alme. Afilu Bedi Eved is not going to be Chal the Ma'aser because we learn out. Chotchim, Chiyum Ma'aser, and Chotchim Tachas, and because there's no Chiyum Ma'aser, the Chus Azman, Afilu B'di Eved is not going to be Chal the Ma'aser, and we mentioned it in the Briskerov over here in Bechoros, and we can speak about it a little bit more. But Legabe Zvochim, and the Gemara Zvochim Daf Yud Beis, we learned Rabbi Shmuel. Rabbi Shmuel said that Leil Shmini, we talk about Leil Shmini. Leil Shmini is a bit tricky because Leil Shmini is Nichnas and Gilei Saser, is the famous Rabbi Poitrike. Apoitrike says. Still in the Psukim. Steht in der Bosik, wo Yoshivas Yomim Tachas Imoy. So what's Mashma? Laila Chosi. Shivas Yomim. Ladies, we need already know. Shmitzat Sheli Ksiv. Umi Yoim Hashimini Lo Yeirotze. O Laila. Lo Yechoze. Okay, Tzad. Laila Lekdushe. Yoim Leharotzoe. Right? The Rambam didn't think this din, and because of the effect of Emilis point go about Daled. Why the Rambam is mashmi this din? Says the Mishnah. That the Chaschin also not the Shisamach this time, the Chaschin of Study Gimel says that also Shisamach, but he says over there, many are pointing to the no, also is nothing of Laner and the Krisis and Nafes. And he said that what the Rambam goes to Shitosoi in Ilchois Mechusri Kapor. Because the Rambam says that Ilchois Mechusri Kapor, Per Gimel Aloch Dalet, he passes on that Lailo is Mechus Asman. And in Zvochim we learned that the reason of our point is because Lailo ain't a Mechus Asman. If the Rambam out is Lailo Mechus Azman, he made a break them that you now saw it, and Lailo is Mechus Azman. However, there is a few Malachim with the Rambam that they want to learn. If you want to look at the Rambam, the Moshe Dav Yezri, in Perek Gimel Ilchos Yisurim Mizbeach Haloch Chesi, it says that the Rambam passes list like Rabbi Poitike, and he thinks the right from Yisurim Mizbeach over there, that the Rambam passes that Kol Shivas Yomim, he is a Mechus Azman, because the Lailo is not Mechus Azman, and the same thing, like Gabi Ma'aser Behemoth. And it was pointless, right? The Rambam says, "Anochet Tzvov." And we mentioned this Rambam inside. The Rambam says, "Aloikeach floim betoich shivas yomei yemei haleide sheyagia azman chayov leasron." Says the Rambam. So what's mashma? Dafka 7 days is mechus azman. But Leil Shmini is not mechus azman. Lefit them we have to mechalek. What do you mechalek? Oh, Lailo is not mechus azman legabe. As we said, what we bederkal reyazov. Very good. Reyazov, what we speak about, it's Nilchos Mechusrei Kapore, and Legabe over here was not Mechusrei Kapore. We see already this Svora in the Tureyeven in Chagigid of Tesam. In base, we find it this Svora. Another a Treife goes in the Dili Sasa. No, now some have a suffix. Some we showing him even if it's Nechtechom Mina Kubu Lemato. It's not going to Meister. Why? Because we said. They are good, and that's why Toises. Yosem is Meisa Imoy or Nishchato Bishas Leidosoi. Eine Nichas Edile Isasa, Tum Andoiginus. So again, this is some say Nichas Edile Isasa, some say Eine Nichas Edile Isasa, and this is depends on the Machloikes as we learned the Gemara. Toiles Af Nun Zai and Tonu Abolon and Reveh and Nirba. Tumto Vandroginus, Kulon Nichos in the Dile Isasa. Rab Shimon Yehuda Omer, this is Rab Shimon Yehuda, Mishur Rab Shimon, Tumto Vandroginus, Ein Nichos in the Dile Isasa. So that's dependent on the Machloikes thing. Be'em Askochim, Ein Nichos in the Dile Isasa. Why? Mishnah Bechoros. Nun Gimel Amid Aleph, right? Ma'isa Be'em Adoi Bechulin, Avaloi, Be'em Ugdoshim. What about the Be'em Askula Mugdoshim? The Muyopoida. This gets a bit tricky, and remember we had the whole discussion about it. So the Minchas Chinuch Mitzvah Shir Samach, and we topic about this, and we spoke about it very, very long. There's also the Marit El Gazi and Perek Ches Ois Pei Aleph Seikot Vav that is Eina Michas Elei Shasa because we might it from Iye Kodesh Ve'Eloi Shekvar Kodesh. Kvar Kodesh. We want to depend on this. If it's Blait of the Mekdusha, if Blait of the Mekdusha, what is the Psule Hamigdoshim that won't be on point? Lakuach Nito Legamatone Foto from Ma'aser Be'emet. Okay. Even if the Moicher himself bought it back, the blind, the Ptur, as they say the Mishnah before, the Daf Nunei Omed base. Now the Ptur of Lapuach is not Chal only if he bought it with man that was Roy Lemaiser. And that's the reason. If he bought Asor Ubrim B'Me'imon, or he bought Behemoth, 10 Behemoths before Zman, let's say before the 7 days that he does on, yeah, so they are going to be the Chosel in the Sasa. Shutfim, Photo for Meiser Beheme, right? Ielechov, the Gemara doesn't involve the base. Ielechov Eloi, so Shutfus, right? We said what today. Side the Beheme that they have. Shutfus and side Beheme that were born by Shutfus. Some say that the Shutfus of Turim only Behemes that will be started, but what were born after that, they will be Chayv, as they pass the Rambam, Pirsha Mishnayos, and Poyos, and also in Yad HaZoker, Perek Vov, Aloche Yud, passing the Rambam, brothers, we asked from the father. Behemoth, and they didn't yet what's called Tfusas Abayis. We gave separate shiurim about that, if you remember, about Tfusas Abayis, Kinyan Sivu, not that. So they are Chayv Ma'aser Behemoth, Sai of the Yalshin, the Benonim, and Sai what came after that. Some say the Behemoths of the Yalshin, they're going to be Potu. What was born after that, they're going to be Chayv again. That is the din of the Rambam. What if they Cholku v'Chosu v'Nishtadfu? They're going to be potter, and even the chelik of Gdoim can get Gdoim, Yoshim can get Yoshim, and Asor can get Asor. They're going to be Chaim, and that's again that is going to be the Mishnah. Yoresh is Yoresh of the Moirish. It's not going to be next after Lakuach, and it's going to be Chaim and Ma'aser Be'emet. But as we mentioned already beforehand, that there is smaller is the Meiri. We brought the Meiri thing that they're going to be potter. Okay, so we're already over the time, but there's many more to say. So, Mirat Hashem, we're going to finish over here, and we're going to start the Mirat Hashem Masechet Nazir in 2 weeks. And maybe we should continue this maybe next week, just as a sikum, or we could go in more to things. Mirat Hashem, we're going to start in 2 weeks. We're going to start Masechet Nazir. We just want also, if anyone has an idea how to publish the shir, or friends want to come to the shir, or people that will think we can maybe also, we're happy to change things, but give a hespec or these type of things that people are interested to have more of a hespec or more of a curriculum, exactly what we're going to learn. More than happy, and I go to square for being over here for the last 7 years. Okay, yeah, hopefully we're gonna know this.